Hello everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live here at DX Engineering in Talmadge, Ohio. We're here today with two very important folks from the Dayton Hamvention. They're from the Dayton Amateur Radio Association, and I'd like to welcome the General Chairman of Hamvention 2018. It's Ron, KD8ENJ, along with Michael, W8CI. Michael is the Treasurer of the Dayton Amateur Radio Association. He's also a board member, and he is the official spokesperson for Hamvention. And they are here today to talk about a really fascinating announcement that came out about 10 days ago about the commitment of Greene County and the Greene County Fairgrounds and Exposition Center to increasing the space with a new building. And tell us about that, Michael.
Well, and I'm going to share this with Ron here as well, is that the folks in Greene County saw the opportunity to expand and really make the Fairground Expo Center even a more world-class place. So they were so amazed at the success of Dayton Hamvention, and then when they did their research, they realized that there's not many venues around as good as theirs, and they decided to spend $1.5 million to put in a new building, and the building will be completed by the end of April. And along with that, Ron, you want to tell them about what else we got with that deal?
Well, with the new building, we have, with the new building and with a furniture store that was a piece of property or a building on the property, we now have about 27,000 additional square footage for inside exhibits. This replaces all of the tents that we had to use last year, which was not really that successful. We had some weather extremes, a lot of wind, a lot of rain, so we wanted to move away from that altogether. But with the county stepping up and seeing the opportunity to do something with their site now, it's an exciting event that's going to happen.
And this is going to happen for 2018. That's what's phenomenal about that.
Exactly.
Is it, you know, this isn't 2 years or 3 years in the offing. This is going to happen for this year. So 1 year into the experience in Xenia, and they're already making it better.
Right. You know, and that's a commitment that we got originally from our Greene County elected officials and Xenia Township. They're all chipping in to make this an event. I want to mention something else, that people talk about traffic issues. Well, the Greene County Sheriff and Gene Fisher, and Gene was the man. He was the man now in charge of taking care of the traffic situation. He just got his amateur radio license, and in upcoming meetings that we have with Tim to update everybody on where things are at, we're going to interview him. So and we are extremely excited about these new buildings. Can you imagine? I mean, how many areas would say, hey, we loved your event, let's build you another building for it? It wasn't just us, but they saw the opportunity, and we're just the recipient of the opportunity. So we're excited. And so, Ron, why don't you tell them about some of the amenities? How's this building? What's it going to be like? Because we haven't even mentioned that.
Well, the new building is going to be air conditioned, heated. It's going to house 18,000 square foot just in the new building itself. It's going to be an amazing addition to what we had last year. If you didn't attend last year, you missed something. You missed something really big. Well, you missed the brain too.
And it's just getting better. 2018 will be better than 2017.
Absolutely. That's we worked extremely hard with all our volunteers. We have our chairs. We're having chair meetings once a month since last year's event.
So how many chairmen do you have? How many standing committees are working? I mean, they're working right now.
We have about 80 people, chairs, assistant chairs, that are working right now to make this happen for everyone. Beyond that, we had 657 volunteers from around the world last year.
Right. That these are all this is what makes Dayton Dayton.
That's right.
And the fact that you just can't pick this up and move it anywhere.
No.
657 volunteers that give their time and effort to put on Hamvention.
Right. It would take quite a train to move everyone out, and lodging and all. Well, it's all volunteer. I'm a volunteer.
Right.
Mike's a volunteer. Yes. Everyone is a volunteer. No one gets paid for anything here. It's just an amazing group that comes together, not just once a year, and we put this together.
Right, but we thank all our volunteers. All our volunteers is what makes it happen. It's not myself, Ron, any one person.
No.
And I do want to mention that we recently won the YASME Award, and those are the men and women who put on Hamvention, who take care of that. We were very honored to receive that. I mean, our club, we're not out there looking for any awards, but that was a real great bit of excitement.
Yes.
And that award comes to DARA, comes to Hamvention,
right?
And then DARA and Hamvention turn around. There's money that comes with that award.
Right.
Turn around and you guys donate it to the Youth DX Adventure.
Right.
And so these are the incredible stories. There's a lot of giving back that goes on, in scholarships that DARA does. Hamvention proceeds go for a lot of amateur radio interests.
Yes, they do.
And
and that's an important. We consider ourselves a very important pillar of amateur radio, and we think we definitely have the philosophy. We want everybody to succeed in amateur radio. We've got great friendships with all the big ham fests all over the world, and in this country too, and we share ideas. We want them to be successful, and we want our vendors to be successful. We want people to join in a partnership and a celebration of how great amateur radio is, and the future of technology in this country and the world.
So, Ron, you were talking about lodging in a different way here a few minutes ago, but there's exciting news in the area of lodging around the Greene County Fairgrounds and Exposition Center.
Well, there is a new hotel opening up in Xenia. It will be open before the next Hamvention. There additionally are 2 more hotels that are in the works. They won't be open this year, but for future years they will be there. We're just amazed that the city, the county, the township have all responded so well. They see opportunities there for their community, and they want to help us, and we definitely want to help the community.
So here we are about 5.5 months out of Hamvention 2018, and I think, I know you guys are working on a whole host of other things,
right,
to make Hamvention better, and so we're going to continue to do these updates as you guys continue to finalize plans to make Hamvention even better.
Can we talk about the mud before we close this out?
Let's talk about the mud.
Yes.
That is a subject.
Oh,
yeah, let's talk about mud.
So we got a lot of questions about, the building, or comments. Yeah, the building's great, but man, you didn't do anything about the mud. Now, there's our plans in progress with the people that run that facility, and I can't share them yet. We can't share them until we actually see it, taste it, feel it, and know that it's going to happen. We believe it is. And I was talking to Tim about this. I said, Tim, when we get close to this, I want you to bring your drone down and fly it up over so we can show people where the new building's going, and we'll fly the drone over to where the flea market area is, and we're going to interview some of the people that actually work there. Want to interview them and find out their feelings of what they're doing and how committed they are, rather than just the 2 of us or myself give you as, we're committed. We are committed, but we want you to share in that, and we hope that all of you come, give us a chance. We're amateur radio operators, and we're volunteers, and we're doing the best we can for the amateur radio community. And I do appreciate, and I know Ron does too, we appreciate, you know, the good and the bad comments that we get. It keeps us thinking, keeps us on our toes. And but if you see a volunteer or you know a volunteer, thank them.
You know, Ron, this is your second year as general chair.
Correct.
And I know you learned a lot last year, but you've got to be really excited about all the good things, the good changes, and the progress.
There has been so much progress. We you know, did the best job we could do last year in a short amount of time, and I think it was a successful year. According to all the emails, the phone calls, everything I've received, everybody was very happy with what happened last year. The participants, the vendors, the guests who came, all seemed very happy. But we know there were mistakes made. We know there are things that need to be done, corrected, and we're working very hard to make all of those things happen. So I think if you come out this year, I think you'll be excited about some of the new things. And like Michael was saying, we'll be talking with you over the next several months about things that are happening. We'll try to keep you informed what's going on, what new and exciting things are happening.
Can I add one more thing? Keep an eye on our website, you know, simply hamvention.org. Keep an eye on that. And you know, if you have questions, you can email us, and we plan to be very visible in the future and keep you updated. We got comments that you really enjoyed, you know, seeing what's happening with Hamvention. We really appreciate Tim's support and a lot of the major vendor support throughout the year, because we're working on this together.
We're very proud here at DX Engineering of all the progress that Hamvention has done here in the past year, and we look forward to further updates, both from you and Ron. Michael, I want to thank you, and Ron, thank you for coming up today.
There's more exciting news that will be along very soon.
So 73 from now, thanks for watching DX Engineering and Hamvention Update.